So today, we're going to go and talk about the SSR, Piccolo, and Gohan from one of the earliest banners in the game back in 2015. So I checked Living Ichigo's channel, and I always use this channel for old Dokkan content, and I found no gameplay on either of these guys. I only saw a video on, I think it was Gohan's Awakening. It was Gohan and Piccolo's Awakenings. I think I also saw another video for Physical Piccolo's Awakening. I just looked at it about 20 minutes ago, but I'm pretty sure it was just Awakening videos. And there was no gameplay on either of these guys. Now, if you guys somehow find any gameplay with either of these guys featured in them, from 2015 that is, or later on in 2016, please go ahead and link it down below because I couldn't find any sort of gameplay at all. And with that being said, let's go ahead and talk about both these guys and how they performed during their meta, that being the leader skill / Dokkan event meta. Although, Dokkan events don't come out till when? Till the first Dokkan Fest, that being that, of course, the legendary Super Saiyan Broly. Let's just call this, at this time, the leader skill meta, right? But, I mean, you can still call it the leader skill / Dokkan event meta, although Dokkan events don't come until September of 2015, I believe. Now, with that being said, wait, Broly comes out September 1st of 2015, right? Let me get Super Saiyans, and let me go all the way down to this STR Broly. He's on Super Saiyans. Okay. What's the fastest way I can pull him up? I mean, am I crazy? Yeah, LR. Okay. He definitely has Berserker. We can definitely pull him up from here. Let me go and just grab him up real quick for the sake of this video. He is right over here. You are not on Super Saiyan. Okay. So yeah, this guy comes out as a Dokkan Fest on JP on September 1st of 2015, so that was correct. And he comes out on February 6th of 2016. God damn, why did he take so long to come out on Global? Oh, because Global comes out. It makes sense, that's right. I forgot, Global comes out later on. Yeah, excuse that, guys. So, with that being stated, let's talk about this Gohan first. So, his leader skill is AGL, Int, and Physical type, HP, and Attack 20%. So, he definitely has a better leader skill than these four who are released on those, what are those banners called? I believe those the launch banners at the time. This guy's leader skill is AGL, Int, and Physical type 30% attack, which is obviously good. Although you want the HP and attack, although it's 10% less from Gohan's leader skill, I would still argue Gohan's leader skill is better because it is factoring in HP. And that coupled with the fact that you could run this guy on his team. Vegeta's leader skill is Tech, Int, and STR, 30% attack. So basically, they all have similar type leader skills, essentially, yeah. So you can run this guy and this guy on Gohan's leader skill. That is good. That is good. You can run 2 SSRs on his leader skill, including himself too, as well as his Piccolo. Yeah, you can have 4 SSRs on the leader skill at this time. That is certainly good. So his leader skill is good. What's Piccolo's leader skill? 30% attack when HP is 80% or below, which you could definitely get at the time because you are taking damage from those quest enemies. Crazy to say that, but you were. Now, he does extreme damage, and the multiplier for that is 123%. He gets 2 ki when HP is 50% or above. Now, considering the fact that he is getting essentially 20% attack, well, HP is pretty much calculated separately, but he's getting 20% attack from his leader skill. You run double of this guy, or if you want to go ahead and be a bit more creative with the leader skill, you can run this guy as a leader, and you can go ahead and run this guy as your friend, and it'll work out. Yeah, he has a good leader skill. Yeah, for sure. And he gets 2 ki basically at the start of the turn because his HP, your HP is going to be about 50% or more. Yeah, Gohan, he seems pretty decent for the time of his release. He seems good. Yeah. Now, my OGs that are watching, please let me know how these two performed. I know I have people who've been playing since the game has started. Please let me know if you have any thoughts on this guy and if you pulled him at the time and all the other good stuff. And, of course, him being one of these old-ass SSRs, he has 5 links. Super Saiyan, Saiyan Warrior Race, Golden Warrior, Gaze of Respect, and Kamehameha. So, he has 1 key link, that being Gaze of Respect. So, he has Gaze of Respect with this guy. And you can have these 2 link up with each other. Yeah. Because he'll get Gaze of Respect and... well, that's it. He doesn't have experienced fighters. Yeah. I mean, you could make it work at the time. You definitely could. Because they'll be sharing Gaze of Respect, and this guy already gets 2 key. So he'll be close to getting a super attack somewhat. Yeah, you can make it work, for sure. And then this guy's supporting him with 25% defense. He gives the entire rotation 25% defense. Now, was this great back then? I would argue offensive support was more important than defensive support at the time. I would argue that. From all the old Dokkan videos I've seen, offense just seemed way more important than defense. Just going to put that out there. Between from 2015 all the way up to 2017, when, of course, the Extreme Super Battle Bro meta does come out, well, you do have, I can't say that because the Broly event doesn't come out till September 1st of 2015. So, no. Would you argue defense is important, though? I still want to say offense was more important. Although that Broly event was cooking motherfuckers. It was cooking people, for sure. There probably is a case that defense was important back then because that Broly Dokkan event was tough as hell. But you do have nuking strategies, though. So I still want to fight that argument that offense was more important than defense between 2015, from 2015 up to 2017, when the Super Battle Bro meta comes out. Yeah, well, when the Super Battle Bro meta starts, but you guys get the gist. Anyways, so his leader skill, of course, we've already talked about it. 30% attack when HP is 80% or below, which is very easy to get. And, well, one thing I do want to comment about his leader skill is that I don't like it, although it is something manageable that you could get. I don't like it because, well, I would argue their leader skills. Yeah, no, I don't. This is very easy to get, though, back then. But the only reason I don't like it is because they technically have better leader skills because you just drop a typing character on the team. They get the 30% attack just right then and there. But you have to fall below this HP threshold. So this is basically just in case you don't pull either of these guys back then. Okay. So, yes, this leader skill is good. Although I don't like it in the case that theirs is easier to activate for their leader skill, the point still stands. So he does huge damage and lowers defense. Lowering defense back then was obviously way more useful now than it is today. Huge damage is a 140% multiplier. Huh? Okay. Definitely don't recall that at this moment in time right now. And of course, he is a defensive support. I think it would have been pretty nutty if he gave 25% attack with his defensive support. That's just me, though. I mean, there are some support type units somewhere in this bucket of 140 plus cards that don't include the SSRs, but still. And of course, his link set, he has those 5 links, right? Of course, Z fighters, prodigies, experienced fighters, Namekians, Gaze of Respect, and Soul vs. Soul. Wait, no, he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 links. So when he Dokkan awakens, does he get another link? Yeah, he gets Shattering the Limit. Yeah. Yeah, this guy he has 6? Okay. And this wasn't very common back then. An SSR, one of the first SSRs in the game at that, has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 links inside his pre-Dokkan Awakening. But in his post-Dokkan Awakening, he gets 7 links. Okay. So, I would argue how these guys perform during the meta that they're out. I mean, this guy has a very good leader skill, and he can get Gaze Respect with this guy as well as defensive support. He can basically essentially get 4 key from his passive to his link set, and he'll be close to a super attack. And this guy, you could possibly argue that this defensive support is very useful for Quest. It's so crazy that I'm talking about Quest, but I have to. This is fucking February of 2015. What were you guys doing in 2015? Like, now, good leader skill, of course. Up to 4 key defensive support from this guy. These guys sat well right next to each other. And if you wanted to go ahead and run this guy as like a friend leader and then run this guy as regular leader, it would definitely work out. Yeah, it would. Certainly so. If you wanted to get some of these other links off, like Super Saiyan, Saiyan Warrior Race, Kamehameha, you have Golden Warrior, right? Yeah, these guys shared, yeah, Super Saiyan, Saiyan Warrior Race, Golden Warrior, and Kamehameha. Yeah. What's that, 4 links? That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4 links. And this guy, of course, had Blazing Battle. What a link. But for Piccolo, of course, he does have a usable leader skill. Good, I'm just going to say it outright. Lowering defense was definitely useful back then. Of course, look at the Goldo. Where is he? It's this guy. This guy was broken, busted, crazy, ridiculous. I mean, this was one of the best SRs back in the game, right? I mean, my OGs know. Yeah, Piccolo, defensive support, lower defense on Super, was a character that could link up right next to Gohan at the time. I think that's really about it. That's all I want to talk about with these cards. Let me know what you guys, well, specifically for my OGs, let me know how these cards fared back then, because I could not find any sort of gameplay. And, of course, I have a Discord server, 24/7 Discord server, link is inside the description. Go ahead and join. We do events and all the other good stuff. And I think that's all. I appreciate you guys for watching. You guys are the best. I'll catch you guys next video. I love you all. Like the video if you enjoyed it. Peace.